All right, guys, welcome back. I know it's been a while since we've put out a video. Brian moving into a new house, consistent bad weather. It's just been a plethora of issues with COVID and all this stuff going on. So we had some time today. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon, and we try to do a cast net video. Here we have a net Ryan just recently received. It's a 5/8, 10-foot cast net. Barracuda cast net. I can't thank Mr. Burton himself.
Burton Young.
He really produces some quality stuff, and he's been a supporter. So I'm going to show you how easy it is. One thing I've noticed in other videos is they really don't talk about how they load the net, and that's the most important part about being able to get a good cast net throw. So we got the kids running around, obviously. Don't mind them, they're just having a good time. So, actually, let me start from scratch. You got the wrist lock, right? You can just come in and do some loops. It's a standard loop. I'm taking probably, what's that? If that was a snook, it was 40 inches. But realistically, it's probably 2.5 feet. So I'm just pulling in. I'm going to take it all the way to the horn. Leave about, I don't know, 10 inches there. Pull it the horn all the way up. Straighten out the net. And I'm going to grab probably 2 feet down. And that's just going to hang maybe a little bit longer, 2.5 feet. Bring the net up, straighten it out. And then from there, I'm gonna look at my waist. I'm short, I'm only 5'9". So I'm gonna grab to where it's pretty much right at my hip bone, like a little lower side, and I'm just gonna hold it there. This is the most important part that I never see on videos, is I do 5 big turns on my hip to open this net up the first time. So I'm not on a boat. On a boat, I would put my leg up and do it to try to keep the net up. Obviously I'm not on a boat, so I'm just gonna try to balance. So I'm gonna do the first one, that's 1, right? 2, 3, I'm falling. 4, 5. That gives me 5. Now I got this big chunk of net right here. Now this is the most important part. Here's my elbow. I'm gonna go underneath my elbow like this and over my head. I hit myself in the head. So now it's sitting on my shoulder like that.
See what that is, guys? That's a really confusing part, and that's what confuses a lot of people.
Yeah.
You're going to go up underneath the arm and up over the shoulder.
To the back of the head. So your elbow is underneath the net, right here. Now, you're going to take the next lead line, literally connected to the one, put my leg back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I have the second piece. Now, there's another confusing part that I don't see. See this lead line right here? That's what I'm gonna grab with my pinky. So I have the front of the net, and I call this the back of the net. I'm just gonna reach underneath there and grab it with my pinky. So now I have this whole net, and you can see, like, from where the lead line to my shoulder is, I have this in my pinky now, and that's what opens up the net. So we broke this net into thirds. Got 1/3 here, got 1/3 on my back, and we got 1/3 right there. Now the throwing aspect of it, I'm holding it probably 1.5 feet above the leads. I like to rock once, rock back, throw. Hold on with your pinky until the last second. So let me demonstrate. Rock once, rock back.
Perfect throw. Look at that.
And that's how you overcome. Your pinky, you let go at the very last second. That's the most important part.
Just got a little bit here, but otherwise, I mean, that's a near perfect throw. And every throw is not going to be perfect, guys. You got to recognize that. I mean, this throw right here is near perfect. That's going to catch a lot of bait.
The thing about a perfect throw is that, for one, if this was on a boat, it'd probably be open up all the way because it has a little more time to fall.
Yeah, you got a little more time to fall.
But 2, the very most important thing is, say I pull up nothing and now my arm's tired and it's like, oh, I really don't want to do this again. If you don't take your time making sure that net is perfectly straight and all the lead lines are not stuck on the other leads themselves, then you're good to go. But take your time, make sure your net's set up. If it takes you a couple of extra minutes just to clean up your net, make sure it's good to go, trust me, it's worth it because you're not going to throw bananas the whole time. So there it is. I've thrown this probably 10 times already, so I'm a little tired, but this is so easy. We could do it while drinking a beer.
And we're about to show you how to throw a cast net while drinking a beer.
Yeah, so we'll let Ryan throw it once and explain. He does it a little bit differently. So we'll let him explain it, and then we'll demonstrate it with the beer.
All right, so here's what you do. You're drinking your beer. Oh, there's the base right there. All right. Good, bend your tab up. Straight up. Ground it.
You just don't have time to put down your beer. When the bait's there, you got to get there. 1, 2, 3. See, Ryan does a little different. He did some power loads right there. 1, 2, 3. Hurry up, Ryan. The bait's leaving. The bait's leaving.
Bait's running out.
Take a sip of your beer. You're thirsty. Oh, you're all set up? Oh, you take a sip because you're thirsty? Boom, just nailed it all.
Got the bait. I'm going to drink my beer.
It's that easy, folks. It's that easy. So we got to talk about that power load you just did. Because you did that really fast, right?
Yeah, so, I mean, I do it in thirds. I know Jordan's doing 5 loads, whatever. I do three power loads. You grab the net, throw it.
He grabs both sides of the lead line, front and back. See, I was doing it just the front lead line. So that's why he can get away with that.
So, yeah, so what I do is I grab both sides of the net, 3 loads, throw it on my shoulder, another 3 loads, and then you have about a third on your shoulder, laying down in the front. And that's the perfect amount. Throw your beer in your mouth. Oh, see, I just broke my tab off. So now I can't throw my net with holding my beer.
This is the point where he passes it off to me to finish it.
So now what you do is you throw your beer on your head, and then you're ready to go. just hold it on your head. And then you're ready to throw your net. You just got to keep your balance. It's all about balance. And we'll show you how to do that here in just a second. All right, so we're on the boat. We're looking for bait right now. There it is. It's coming to the boat. We threw some chum.
Barracuda chum?
Barracuda, Boca chum. The bait's starting to come to the boat. All right, we're going to take a sip of beer. All right, we're going to put our beer down for a second. Just for a second.
Just looking for the bait. Just looking for the bait.
And then we're going to
Oh, and then he just puts the beer on his head.
put the beer on my head. Just for extra support. We're going to load the net. Load the net real quick.
Bait's right over there. Oh, don't lose your beer. Don't lose your beer.
Good.
Bait's right over there.
We're going to keep the beer level while we load the net.
This is how easy it is to throw these nets.
All right, beer's nice and level. Here comes the bait. All right. Gonna load up. Boom, we got
Perfect
that bait.
throw.
We got that bait.
Perfect throw. Look at this throw. Look at this throw. And then
We got the
you
beer.
celebrate. I'm taking that sip of beer.
We got the bait. We didn't spill the beer. It's around the head the whole time. Perfect.
Yeah, look at it. Look at it. Look how big that piece of bait is right there.
It's kind of a like a taco shape, but you got the idea. I mean, we bounced it on the head and we threw the net and got a ton of bait. But yeah, anyway, you could throw a net with a beer in your mouth. I mean, we showed you just like that. Flip the tab up, grab it. You can load and throw it on net without spilling any beer. And we showed you another technique. You throw it on your head. I mean, it's more for the advanced net thrower, which I just showed you. We did it. I mean, we caught a ton of bait, so it worked out. But this video is more just to show you how easy it is to throw a cast net. You could throw it any way you want to, but this is our way. This is how we throw our net, and this is how we get a ton of bait every time we go offshore, inshore, whatever. I mean, whatever kind of fishing we're doing, that's how we're going to throw the net. We do the triple load technique. There's a ton of different techniques out there. Triple load works for us, and that's how it is. So that's how you throw it with keeping your beer intact.